Welcome back to the Tony Styles Show, where liberty is always capitalized. Lots of great editorials on TonyStyles.com. You can also sign up for my email newsletter on TonyStyles.com. We do not sell any of the information, and it is free. Unlike other email newsletters, this is one that is not annoying and is something worth reading. By signing up, you're eligible for a free Tony Styles t-shirt. These shirts are also for sale on TonyStyles.com. Everything you need to know about just how screwed we really are is right there on TonyStyles.com. In just a few moments, we're going to be talking to 7-time AVN Award winner Joanna Angel. She's made a name for herself in the adult film industry, being an alternative bad girl. We'll be talking to her about government censorship and morality in America. My personal opinion doesn't matter. In fact, nobody else's opinion matters. Nobody's. Only opinion that really matters is your own. Only you know what's best for you. So make up your own minds. Don't be sheep. I'm a Christian man. My personal beliefs lead me to not be too much in favor of the adult industry. However, this doesn't matter. What matters is freedom and liberty. That's what matters. I'm not the type of Christian that pushes my beliefs on others or believes that it is the government's job to regulate morality. Let your own personal responsibility dictate what you do inside your own home. Nobody has the right to tell any other person how to live their life. You take that upon yourself. If there's no victim, there's no crime. There's really not. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Right now, we're joined by adult film star and 7-time AVN Award winner Joanna Angel. Joanna Angel, thank you for coming on to the Tony Styles Show. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. Any day above ground's a good day, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. You're very charming, and looking into you, you kind of have this badass reputation, and getting you on here and seeing you smile and everything and being so perky and cheerful, it's I don't know what the word is for it. It's not confusing. It's refreshing and a little different.
I'm glad you find my bipolar personality charming.
So it could change halfway through the interview.
Cross me.
Right on. I want to talk to you a little bit. We're going to start off talking a little bit about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is this month right now. And it's National No Bra Day today, and there's a lot of things that are going on with this whole month as far as the whole brigade for breast cancer awareness. And inside the adult film industry, I'm wondering, is there anybody doing anything for breast cancer awareness? Because it seems being breasts are a huge part of what you guys do. It would seem to me that there'd be something going on for you guys. Has anybody spearheaded any operation like that?
I think probably not as much as there should be done. But I do know Wicked. I know that some of the Wicked girls, like Jessica Drake and Kaylani, I know they participated in some kind of walk for cancer research and then also AIDS research. But there's probably not enough done about breast cancer awareness. I should probably be doing more than I have. Breast cancer is a pretty sensitive topic for me. I've had, I think 9 women in my family die from breast cancer, and it's not good.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's horrible. Like I just keep deluding myself into thinking there's going to be a cure by the time I'm old enough for this to affect me. But my aunt actually recently got a vasectomy, because she had a very early stage of it. So hopefully that'll solve it. And it really be a real shame if I had to do the same thing, but it might happen one day. But it is really sad, and I really do hope that there will be a cure sometime soon.
I hope there would be too. And in the adult film industry out there, I would think with all the money that's in this, and probably the main reason that the adult film industry still exists, with so many things. Let me go into it this way. Marijuana is illegal, and there's a lot of things that are illegal. The adult film industry is not illegal. And it seems to me that the government sees the monetary benefit in the adult film industry, and that's why they keep it going. However, we have a lot of politicians, including the President of the United States right now, who is they're putting on any roadblock they possibly can to censor the internet and to regulate the internet and spy on people and things like that. Do you see that as being an effect on your industry?
I don't think censorship is as much of a threat as it used to be. I think censorship and obscenity is calming down a lot in porn. I think part of the reason is just because you see more nudity and more violence, everywhere on TV. So the censorship issue is not just on porn anymore. It's kind of on everyone. So the heat has been spread around a little bit. I think also it's kind of become a tired fight. Society in general has learned that when you try to censor someone, there's going to be a very large group of people that are going to be against it, and it violates, your First Amendment rights, and it's almost like and it's so vague, to file.
I think it's vague for a reason. The whole Constitution itself is a little vague, and that's the way they wrote it on purpose, is because they knew that society doesn't stand still. They know that society progresses, and they go into new things. And writing it vaguely like they did, and it's absolutely genius the way it's written, being vague allows for things like the adult film industry, for pornography to exist. And I think maybe they didn't know exactly how advanced we'd get with pictures going into digital cameras and video and then internet and things like that. They didn't foresee that. Maybe they did. Who knows? They were some pretty smart guys. But when it comes down to it, it's written that way for a reason, and I'm glad it is. Me personally, being on a conservative syndicator, and we're kind of breaking new ground here on a political talk radio show on a conservative network, talking to actresses like yourself, to performers like yourself, and kind of showcasing intelligently what you guys think of things. And there's a lot of other radio shows out there, and all they want are the TNA and shake it for me, baby, and and all that kind of stuff. I really want to dig into your mind intelligently and find out what you're thinking about these kind of things, because it's important to understand these things. It's important on so many levels to understand these things from your guys' side, and it's not a side that gets heard. Everybody brushes it off as, what do they know? They're just looking at what's good for them. We're talking to Joanne Angel on the Tony Styles Show. Tell me, just one last thing before we go. With everything that's going on in the world, it just being the messed up place that it is, and the United States seems to be taking a nosedive, no matter how you look at it. Our monetary system is collapsing. We're on the verge of World War. I think we're already in World War III with the way things are going on. And then inside of America right now, our main concern is the government shutdown, and it's 60% of the government's shut down. But we seem to be operating all right. Do you think that we need as much government as we have? We've pretty much proven now that we need 60% less and we're functioning fine. Do you think that we need as much government as we have? Do you think that there's a lot of unnecessary pieces?
Maybe. That's a good point. Maybe we don't. I'm a big fan of, even in just my own business, I used to have a lot of employees, and now we operate much differently. We got rid of the office. We have more, we have independent contractors instead of employees, and I do more myself than I used to. Just, when piracy hit big, we had to kind of cut budgets and see what to do. And I actually think it's better to have 3 or 4 people doing things really well than 10 people kind of half-assing things. So maybe there is a little bit too much government, and maybe it should be more about quality and less about quantity, and more could get done. I think I believe in that, almost everywhere. I believe in that when I'm making a movie and I'm on set. I used to have much bigger sets, and now I just hire 3 or 4 people that are the top at what they do, and I pay them the same amount of money that 10 mediocre workers could be getting paid. So maybe the government should follow suit. Maybe there is too much going on, and our tax dollars could be a little bit lower, and there could be
less government, lower taxes, and it makes it easier on everybody, especially business owners. And I'm a venture capitalist by day, and just got out of that game, and mostly got out of it just because I didn't get out of it because I wanted to get into radio, because radio is like it's dying, and I'm just the last of the Mohicans, no pun intended. I'm here and doing what I'm doing, but I was venture capitalist for many years, and I got out of that just recently, just because the government had such a stranglehold on how many employees I could have with, and the benefits that I had to give them, the unions and everything that goes into it. It was strangling me to death. Do you feel that too?
Oh no, I definitely do. I mean, I feel like I'm always screwed. Like I feel like during the election, nobody's speaking to me, more so because I run a small business and not necessarily because that business is porn. Like, that's why I said I don't think censorship and obscenity is such a huge issue, because I'm really not scared of anyone actually ever. You can't censor the internet. It's just impossible. You could talk about it in an election, but nobody's going to be able to do it, But I do think, it's really hard to run a small business, and there's so many laws and there's so many regulations, and it just constantly feels like any little amount of profit that we make has to, in order to keep my business running legally and not be breaking any rules to piss off anyone, like you have to basically give away everything that you're making, to all these different kinds of taxes. I feel like every day I pick up a pillow or pick up a bed sheet or open up my desk, and I'm finding a new like law or a new tax we have to pay or a new fine we have to pay. And it's very tedious, and it's so hard. And, that's why these are a lot of things that I didn't know. And
I got to tell you, Joanna, you sound very much like a libertarian right now. You really do. With what you're saying with the social liberalism and the fiscal conservatism that you're talking about, you really should. This is just a suggestion for you. I think you should go. There's a website called the lp.org, and there's a little thing on there called the World's Smallest Political Quiz. I think you should take that and see where you stand politically, because what you're saying to me, what I'm hearing from you, are very smart business decisions that we've had to make because big government is failing, but yet very liberal socially side of things. I'm seeing you as having a misplaced label on you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you should look into it. That's just my opinion, though. And
yeah, I'll look into it. My camera guy's a libertarian, so who knows?
Yeah, it could be. Joanna Angel, you're absolutely delightful, and I've loved having you on. You've been absolutely great.
I was expecting all this. This is a very intense radio show. I hope I delivered.
You did very well. Joanna Angel, thank you. Give us your website so people can go there, and thank you very much for being on.
Thank you. My website's burningangel.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at Joanna Angel, or Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, whatever. I'm on there. But thank you very much for having me.
My pleasure, Joanna. You're an absolute sweetheart. Thanks for being on. Joanna Angel is a smart gal. I know. I don't agree with her on everything. I'm sure you can pick out the things that I don't. But I don't agree with anybody on everything. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm a Christian. My personal beliefs lead me to be no fan of the adult industry. However, this doesn't matter. What matters is freedom and liberty. I'm not the type of Christian that pushes my beliefs on others or believes that it is the government's job to regulate morality. It's not. It's not the government's job to regulate morality. I don't know how many times I have to say this before it gets into people's heads, especially the left out there. I don't understand how they can personally just push things on individuals, thinking that it's going to make some sort of difference. If we're in our own homes and the doors are locked, we're going to do what we damn well please anyways. What you do inside your own home is nobody's business. Nobody has the right to tell any other person how to live their life. You take that upon yourself. Take it upon yourself. If there's no victim, there is no crime. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're listening to The Tony Styles Show. We'll be back with my weekly solution. When we return, this week's weekly solution is brought to you by Contemporary Analysis. Much like I use predictive analytics to find patterns in political propaganda, Contemporary Analysis uses predictive analytics to find patterns in business data that you're already collecting. Then they use that to figure out what will likely happen next. Trust me, I've used them. They can be a game changer. They were a game changer for me. They can be a game changer for you in your own business. Visit canworksmart.com for details. This week, we'll tackle the big question: has America lost all morality? You will not want to miss this. You're listening to The Tony Styles Show.